Hey guys, it's Keelloo and welcome back to another episode of Keelloo Talks. This will be episode 15, and today I'll be talking about two topics that are kind of hand in hand, weather and the upcoming summer, which I dread. So they're kind of hand in hand because, the weather's been pretty shit lately, and that's kind of the transition from late spring into early summer, so whatever, let's get into it. Okay, so weather. I think weather's kind of cool. Meteorology and all that shit. That's kind of cool. Predicting what can happen at varying intervals of time, even though it's not entirely accurate. So, I had a friend who was interested in this once, but I don't really think he got anywhere with it. So, I still think it's kind of interesting. It's not something I would ever go into, but anyway. So it's early June. So we passed the April flowers bring May showers bullshit, but it's still raining a shitload here in the United States. So that jingle really doesn't hold much ground, does it now? Nope. But yeah, this is a really, at least for us in the US, I'm talking about whatever fucking longitude you are on. Latitude, I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm in Pennsylvania right now, so yeah, it's very chaotic. The transition from, the mild spring weather to the warmer, muggy ass shit that summer brings to this area of the US is fucking awful. I mean, I hate and like summer at the same time. I'll get into that in the second portion, but we're talking about weather right now. So, but right now it's like one day it's beautiful. I mean, there's this nice, beautiful breeze, and it's this mild temperature. I don't know, like 70-ish degrees, maybe 65, something like that. Wonderful. I love that. And then the next day it'll just be muggy as fuck. And just there's no rain in the forecast or whatever, and it's just like you walk outside and you feel like you're walking into a fucking oven, and it's like, I hate this time of year. And there was a period of time, I think it was like 2 years ago, maybe three, where I was taking care of the house myself because my parents were out with my family for a while. They were going to take an extended stay, so I volunteered to stay behind and take care of our cats and take care of the house in general. And it was gorgeous. I mean, like every day was this very solid, maybe high 60s, low 70s. Again, I'm talking in Fahrenheit. Sorry for everyone out there who doesn't use the Fahrenheit method. So convert that into Celsius, if you will. Sorry. But getting back on track. It's like, it was perfect. But now here in 2020, I walk outside and it's like, oh shit, I don't care what I walk out in. I wear jeans year round. And that's just kind of what I do. And, usually a very light pullover hoodie. I know. That sounds really stupid, but that's just what I do. Getting off topic. So it's like summer, you either come or you just stay spring, because technically spring ends on the summer solstice, aka June 21st, which is like 2 weeks from now. I've a couple of my friends have said that they think that the seasons are divided into 3 months instead of like the actual celestial scientific versions of what the seasons are. Spring equinox, summer solstice, fall equinox, winter solstice, blah blah blah. But fucking hell, it's hot. And it's not fun hot. It's. Let me try to phrase it differently. I mean, I don't necessarily dislike heat. There's varying different kinds of hot weather. I've been to Arizona, United States, a very, very dry and arid region of the U.S. where there is virtually zero humidity. And what I mean by humidity, if you don't know what I'm saying, is it's like there's a lot of water particles in the air that kind of like weighs down on you. And it's tiring as hell. I mean, it's hot, obviously, but then you have this weird mixture of water with it that makes you feel like you're walking into an oven, which I've said multiple times. But and then in some place like Arizona or New Mexico or anywhere in the Southwest United States of America, it's extremely hot, but it's more tolerable in my opinion because you don't have that like immediate sweat effect because there's water in here. No, Arizona doesn't have that. Which is why I hate like places like Florida. I've been there a few times. In the middle of summer, mind you. And it's like, oh my god, what people live here. I mean, I'm sure you get used to it. But it's God. Anyway, I'm kind of merging into the summer aspect here. I know I was going to be talking about weather, but let's talk about summer. So summer's coming up, technically. I mean, the summer solstice, excuse me. And there's a lot of things that go along with the summer solstice. That's the longest day of the year. As far, the sun stays up the longest, and then it all goes downhill from there. It gets hotter. You enter July and August, the fucking hell months. That's where everyone does fun stuff, and they go to the pool, they have cookouts, barbecues, they drink a lot. It's a good time. So I'm kind of conflicted about summer. In the past, like when I was in high school, it's like, oh hell yeah, it's summer. I can just do whatever the fuck I want because I am underage and I can't get a job, so I can just go around and do whatever the fuck I want with my friends. And then you get older and it's like, okay, I gotta find a job. Yeah, that's kind of my experience. It's not all bad. I mean, usually it's just some shitty thing to get money. And, that's fine. That's whatever. But summer just feels like a void, if you know what I mean. It's like, it's really hard to explain for me. Everyone's out of school. People are doing whatever the fuck they want on their free time. Which is completely distinct from the other three seasons, apart from the very mild and short-lived part of the holiday season. Around Christmas and New Year's. But I don't know, summer just feels like the dog days. That's what they used to call it. I've heard it from my boomer parents. I'm sorry. But the heat really just turns me off. I don't know about anybody else here, but most of the U.S. gets really fucking hot in the summer. I mean, obviously you have the lower parts of the U.S. that get absurd, but even like the middle of the U.S. just gets insanely hot and humid, and it's hard to enjoy things you really want to enjoy. Right? Unless you go to like the beach, or you get like you go to the shore, or something. You rent a house and just sit your ass on the beach all day. Oh, I miss those days. Oh, those were fun. I used to do that. My family used to do that a few years back. We haven't done that in a while. Oh, that was fun. That was fun. Or I mean, you could go to the pool, but in my opinion, pools are fucking nasty. Like, they're just there's too many people. First of all, because everyone has the same idea you have. Oh, it's 95 degrees Fahrenheit today. Let's go to the pool and cool off. There's nowhere to actually swim because everyone has the same idea you have. Sorry, I just get pissed off at pools and their popularity. I mean, apart from that, they're just kind of nasty. I mean, I know they have these filters and shit, but I don't want to be swimming in the same water as all these other fuckers. It's just, eh. Now, if you have a pool in your yard, that's pretty cool. I mean, I'm down for that. You lay out one of those blow up, lazy rafters. You lay on your back on, and you just fold your legs over, or you read a book or some shit. No issue with that. That is awesome. But public pools, oh fuck no. I mean, amusement parks, oh fuck no. Amusement parks. Ugh. I mean, I could go on a rant about that, but I think that's a little bit off topic, so I'm just gonna toss that on the wayside. So, what do I actually like about summer? Because I have been complaining a lot about what I don't like about summer, and this isn't a Keelloo rants episode, so I should probably throw in some positive things. Longer days, it's nice. I mean, in the winter, it gets dark at like 4:30 p.m. At its worst, when we're nearing like the shortest day of the year, the winter solstice. And that's just, it's weird. It's kind of hard. It affects people differently, but I don't really like it that much. But in the summer solstice, I mean, even nearing it, it's like the light stays on. I mean, as I'm recording this, it's like almost midnight, and I can still see signs of twilight behind my windows, which is really fucking cool, honestly. Seriously, I mean, you can't really see anything, but I just think it's cool. Okay, what else? This might be an unpopular opinion, but cicadas. You know, those bastards that start making these incredibly frequent noises in your backyard on your trees that they are insistent. They never fucking stop. I actually like the sound of cicadas. I think they're cool. Okay, let me rephrase that. I think they're ugly as hell. We had one show up on our deck once, and I just thought it was the ugliest bug I've ever seen. It was dead because I think it got fried in the sun or some shit. Stupid thing, but I find it somehow just cathartic, relaxing. You hear those things in anime a lot, and I'm not alluding to that, but whenever I hear that in anime, of course, I think of my experiences at home with these things. And I think it was just like a keystone of summer. Even though they're seemingly annoying. Whatever. I mean, kind of an irrelevant point there. You know what I mean? Too much goddamn free time if you're in school. Okay, I'm not currently in school at the moment. In between work. But when I was in school, uh, God, yeah, when you're in college, it's this massive block of free time, which usually you would fill with like an internship or just a regular part-time job, which I usually did. I had a part-time job pretty much every summer. But it's just like, god damn, it drags even if you have a job. That's just me. I mean, in my free time, I would just go sit in my room and do fuck all. That's what summer has always been to me. It's just like, there's tons of shit I can do, but I don't really care. I don't know. I don't know what your guys' opinions on summer is. It's definitely an interesting thing. I have some great memories from childhood about it, but now it just mildly annoys me. I don't like the heat. I really, really don't. I've never been a fan of hot weather. But the longer days and the very minor details, like I said, the cicada thing is, the fact that people tend to let their guards down. People seem happier in the summer. That's awesome because, we're transitioning from the shittiest season, the end of winter, into spring, which is who fucking knows what happens, into a very generally consistent kind of season, summer, where it's warm, it's light out. You can do stuff with your friends. Go to the beach, go to an amusement park, go sit out and drink some beers with your bros at some restaurant you like. I think that's awesome. I really, really do. I mean, I've done that before. And I think that's the key. I think the little things about summer are what make it great. I'm not talking about like having these huge parties or whatever. It's like, yeah, let's meet for lunch. Let's go grab a couple beers and talk shit out. Let's go hang out down by the shore for a couple hours. Not necessarily have to do anything special, just we can just kind of be there, walk around, see what's going on. Yeah, summer is a very interesting season. I mean, right now it's not so much. I'm getting older and it's kind of just there right now. But when I was younger, it was a huge deal. But yeah, summer is pretty cool. If we could just lower the temperature like a solid 10 degrees Fahrenheit, it would be awesome. It really would be. All right. This was a very, very impromptu episode. I kind of wanted to upload something. I've been thinking about summer because I was out today doing some shopping and I realized that, oh fuck, it's actually getting really hot now. And, my attire, like I mentioned, I wear jeans year round and I wear very light hoodies year round. I should be complaining, obviously, but yeah, I just started thinking about that. Like, oh, it's almost summer. Cool. So yeah, I mean, if you have any comments about it, for those who watch this show, let me know. So yeah, I hope you have a good night / morning, wherever you are, and I will see you in another episode, hopefully soon. Peace out, guys. Keelloo out.